Hello everyone, how are you all? I am your shield. Welcome back to new video on my channel. Today we are back with a new guide of Whiteout survival. In today's video, we are going to check the formations of Canyon Clash. I made a video on the formation yesterday, but lot of people are asking me the question in Discord that what will be the formation of particularly this generation or that generation. I mainly made the video on generation 10, but you have problem from generation 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you every generation in Whiteout survival. I will just tell you all the hero names, what you should use in the Canyon Clash formation. And if you don't know, I already told you there are three team or three formation in the Canyon Clash: team A, team B, and team C. And what I do, team A is always for attack, team B is always for defense, and team C is always the hybrid. Attack means I am going to opponent area, I am destroying their building, I'm capturing their building. That is for team A. Team B, they are defensive team. They will mainly stop the opponent in the airport or the strategic points. Also, they can defend some important buildings in the opponent location. Also, the main building of the game, they can do that. And team C is hybrid team. They will mainly listen to their R4 and R5 and they will go where the other alliance member, they need the health. That's how I made the team A, B, C. And team A have all those heroes who are mainly for attacks. Team B has some defensive hero with some defensive skills. And team C are like some regular normal hero. Now I'm showing you all the heroes from generation 1 to generation 9. I'm starting the video with generation 1. Generation 1 team A, that is the offensive team. In that team as infantry, I will put Sergey. Here is the Sergey. And as the lancer, I will put Molly. Here is Molly. And as the marksman, I will put Bahiti. So that is the team 1 for the generation 1, Sergey, Molly, Bahiti. And the second formation or the second team, in that team as infantry, I will put Eugene. And as lancer, I will put Patrick. And as marksman, I will put Gina. And in the team C or the hybrid team, as infantry, I will put Smith. And as lancer, I will put Jesse or Jasser. They are similar, but Jesse will be better because of she is combat type hero. Jasser is some development hero, but Jesse is combat hero. And as the marksman, I will put Zinman. Zinman, you can tell me Zinman is development hero, but we have no other option. So in the team C, we put Smith, Jesse, and Zinman. That is for generation 1. Now we are going to generation 2. Generation 2 in the team A, that is the attacking team. In the team A, as infantry, there will be Flint. And as lancer, there will be Molly. And as marksman, I will put Bahiti. That is the team A from generation 2. Flint, Molly, Bahiti. Now in the second team, the infantry is Sergey, the lancer is Patrick, and the marksman is Alonso. Here. And in the team C, that is the hybrid team, as infantry there will be Eugene, and as a lancer there is Philly, and as a marksman there is Zinman. Now you can tell me one thing. Okay, the third team was Eugene, Philly, Zinman. Now you can tell me one thing. Generation 1, generation 2, they don't have Canyon Clash. I know that, but maybe in future the game introduce the Canyon Clash for generation 1 and generation 2. That's why in the video I am mentioning about generation 1 and generation 2. But you don't need to think about Canyon Clash when you are in those generation. I just give the information in the video. Now our main topic is starting, that is from generation 3. Generation 3 team A, as infantry I will put Flint, and as lancer I will put Mia. Here is Mia. And as marksman I will put Bahiti. Here is Bahiti. Flint, Mia, Bahiti. Now in the second team, as infantry there is Sergey, and as lancer there is Molly, and as marksman there is Alonso. Here is Alonso. Now in the team C, the third team hybrid team, As infantry, I will put Logan. As lancer, I will put Jesse. And as marksman, I will put Greg. Here is Greg. So in the third team in generation 3, that is Logan, Jesse, Greg. Now we are going to Gen 4. Gen 4 team 1. The infantry is Flint. The lancer is Mia. And the marksman is Lynn. Here is Lynn. And in the second team, the infantry is Sergey. The lancer is Molly. And the marksman is Bahiti. Here is Bahiti. And for the team C, the infantry is Amos. Here is Amos. The lancer is Reina. And the marksman is Greg. So for the team C, we have Amos, Reina, and Greg. Now we are going to Gen 5. Gen 5 in the team 1 as infantry, I will put Hector. And as the lancer, I will put Mia. And as the marksman, I will put Lynn. For team 1, I am using Hector, Mia, Lynn. For the second team, the infantry is Flint. The lancer is Molly. And the marksman is Bahidi. And for the third team, the infantry is Amos. The lancer is Nora. Here is Nora. And as the marksman, I will put Gwen. So for the team C, I am using Amos, Nora, and Gwen. Now we are going to Gen 6. In Gen 6, in the first team as infantry, I will use Hector. Here is Hector. In the lancer, I will use Rene. And as the marksman, I will use Lynn. Hector, Rene, Lynn. Now for the second team as the infantry, I will use Flint. And as lancer, I will use Mia. And as marksman, I will use Owen. So here is the Owen. And for the third team, the infantry is Amos. Here is Amos. And as lancer, I will use Nora. Here is Nora. And as marksman, I will use Gwen. Here is Gwen. So for the third team, I am using Amos, Nora, Gwen. Now we are going to Gen 7. Gen 7 first team, the infantry is Hector. Here is Hector. The lancer is Rene. And the marksman is Bradley. Here is Bradley. And for the second team, in the first team, Hector, Rene, Bradley. Now in the second team, the infantry is Uming. The lancer is Nora. And the marksman is Owen. Okay. Uming, Nora, Owen. And for the third team, the infantry is Flint. The lancer is Mia. And the marksman is Lynn. Flint, Mia, Lynn. Now we are going to Gen 8. Gen 8, the infantry is Uming. And as lancer, I will pick Rene. And as marksman, I will use Owen. So in Gen 8, in the team 1, team A, I'm using Uming, Rene, Owen. For the second team, team B, the defensive team, I'm using Gatot as the infantry. And Nora as the lancer. And Bradley as the marksman here. And for the team C, the infantry is Hector. The lancer is Mia. And the marksman is Lynn. Here is Lynn. So for the third team, we are using Hector, Mia, Lynn. Now we are in Gen 9. Gen 9 as infantry, I'm going to pick Uming. And as a lancer, I'm going to pick Rene. And as the marksman, I'm going to pick Owen. Uming, Rene, Owen. And in the second team, as infantry, there is Gadot. And as lancer, I will put Fred. And as marksman, I will put Bradley. That is Gadot, Fred, Bradley for the defensive team. And for the third team, that is hybrid team, as infantry, I will put Hector. As lancer, I will put Nora. And as marksman, I will put Lynn. If you are having problem to understand this, I will try to give a list at the end of the video. Here you can check a list. I will try to put a list if I can. And I'm not explaining why I am using this hero, because if I try to explain why I am putting this hero for team A, team B like this. It will be a very big video. You can get some idea from my last video what I made on Gen 10. If you understand how I made the formation by the help of offensive team or defensive team, then you can understand why I am picking particularly this hero for this type of team. And I'm not making this video too much long with the explanation. You can understand yourself if you try to check the skills and try to understand how they work for attack or defense. Lot of people asking me the same question from yesterday in the Discord about the formation for every generation. So today I made a small video about the all generation for Cannon Clash formation. In today's video, I try to discuss something. If you still have some problem, you can write down in the comment. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and bye bye.